Thank you, sir. I take the opportunity to reflect on the lives of two extraordinary and I'd say great South Australians, Neale and Volodymyr Wally Tkachuk, both of whom were residents in Morialta area, enormous contributors both to our local community and the broader South Australian community, both of whom we are saddened from our community's point of view to have lost in recent weeks. I am saddened as I knew both gentlemen extremely well and liked them both terrifically. Reginald Neale was 88 years old, born on the 29th of September 1934, passed away on the 5th of August this year. He was remembered at a service at the Campbelltown Uniting Church, which flowed over into the hall next door, standing room only in both rooms. In those 88 years, Reg had an extraordinary life, and it was a life of faith and service, service to his religion, his faith, and to his community. He was a foundation member of the Rotary Club of Campbelltown. In that basis is how I met Reg for the first time about 15 years ago, and he continued as a regular member, attending regularly until he was unable to do so. Reg and Shirley Neale were foundational to so many of the important works that are done in the Campbelltown Rotary Club. The Paradise Motors is an iconic brand in the northeastern suburbs, Paradise Mazda as it is now, founded by Reg in 1956 and still currently. His son Jeff is the dealer principal, his grandson Ben is the general manager. Paradise Motors brand is known not only for this but certainly for the fact that it sponsors almost every sporting club, community club and charity in the northeastern suburbs. I understand from some of the people who were at the funeral, they've even expanding westward towards town from some of the groups that they're supporting. They saw business as an opportunity to not just to generate a service for their customers and an income for their family and their staff who they treat as family under Reg's model, but indeed a way to contribute to community. Reg lived a significant life. He will be sadly missed, most of all, of course, by his dear family. Shirley, as I say, passed away a few years ago, unfortunately. His children, Jeff and Michael, and their wives, Jenny and Sue. And we also extend our condolences to grandchildren and great-grandchildren, Matt, Ben and Talia, Steph, Victoria and Kate, Avery and Amari. Vale to Reg Neale. Volodymyr Wally Tkachuk passed away on the 20th of July 2023 at the age of 93, having been born on the 3rd of January 1930 in Berestchevko, Volyn in western Ukraine. The Tkachuk family escaped Soviet rule as the Germans retreated at the end of the Second World War. They found themselves in Stuttgart, where Wally went to university. Came to Australia in 1949. Mr Tkachuk, as I'll call him from here on, first worked at SA Railways and then a career in real estate, and he was well known in the northeastern suburbs and beyond for being a trusted and fair and good real estate agent, but certainly his community involvement was dramatic. From 1949 to 1966 he was involved in Ukrainian choir Homin. He was a player and then secretary for 15 years of the Ukrainian soccer club Lion and then chairman for 9 years. His role in establishing Hindmarsh Stadium and securing the funding from the government and support from the government to do that was significant and should be remembered. He was a South Australian Soccer Federation Executive Committee member from 1965 to 1976. During that time, the acquisition of Hindmarsh Stadium I don't think would have happened without Mr Tkachuk. He was a member from the inception of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church in 1950, and it was at that St Michael's Autocephalic Orthodox Church where his funeral was held in recent weeks. He was the parish chairman from 2004 to 2017. He was the secretary of the building committee for building the new church, and it wouldn't have happened without him. He was one of the inaugural 5 members of Ukrainian Community Radio and continued as a volunteer into his 90s. He was a friend of the Ukrainian Olympic Committee delegate when the Sydney Olympics were on, and he has honours from the Australian Olympic Committee, from the Ukrainian World Cycling Team, from the Patriarch Filaret Kiev Patriarch at St Michael's Cross, the SASF, the Hall of Fame 2005 for services to sport, and last year, Sir, was the Outstanding Individual Achievement Award winner in the Governor's Multicultural Awards. Mr Tkachuk, Volodymyr Tkachuk, Wally Tkachuk, was an extraordinary South Australian, and I know we all extend our sympathies to his children, Oksana and Peter, Luba, unfortunately deceased, Natalie and Pete, Tatiana and Jacobus, Sonia and Anya, his late wife Ludmila, and of course grandchildren, great-grandchildren, a significant life appropriate to remember in this house. Vale, Wally Tkachuk, Vichnaya Pamyat.